Hey, happy Friday, all. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night. Hey, Dwight, how are you? Rebel Rocker, nice to see you. I'm going to quickly, because I forgot to do this earlier, I'm going to share. Actually, hang on. I'm going to put my put the YouTube chat up so that I can see it better. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just pop that out. Okay, pop that out. Okay, cool. There we go. So I got the chat up. Let me just get that up there. And I can see everything a lot better. Okay. All right. Hey, Brian. Nice guitar, man. I just saw the photos real quick. Looks really cool. Paul Lou, how's it going? Original Paramutant, how you doing? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear this. Just give me, let me know if the voice is okay and if the guitar is okay. I'll give it a minute. So I'm doing this in the meantime. I'm usually okay. I don't see anybody saying they hear the guitar or they hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Hey, Rick. Sounds good. Cool, cool. So I'm doing something a little bit different today. I was fooling around with this earlier. Guitar is louder than your voice. That's okay. Guitar Man 45, how's it going? Original Paramutant. Way louder. That's okay. I want the guitar to be louder than me. As long as you guys can hear me talking, that's fine. So, I'm trying something a little bit different today. Anthony, how are you? There's a new name. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, anybody new, please consider liking and subscribing. That would be appreciated. So what I'm doing, I've always, whenever I've done these, and I've always done them DI right into the mixer. But today I decided to try something different, and hopefully it sounded better out there. I've been experimenting with it on StreamYard, and it seems to be working, and it seems to be sounding okay. Mr. Rock, how are you, man? Mr. Rock, your video on Hippie was awesome, man. So what when I did it, oh, okay, cool, Anthony. Cool. So I always never liked this, really liked the sound of the DI. So what I did today is, if you can see behind me, what I'm doing is I'm actually playing out of my amp. That's why the guitar is louder than the voice. I'm miking the amp. Cranky Frankie, there's a new name. Welcome to the channel. So I've mic'd the amp behind me, so that's what you're hearing. No, this is a CE 24. Now, custom 22 is a little above my pay grade. This is a used CE24 that I picked up, I don't know, it's going to be like a month now, 2-3 weeks. Appreciate that, Mr. Rock. Yeah. Actually, I got that track dialed up, and I'll probably be doing something with that a little bit later. Oh, you've got a Mark Holcomb. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. So you got a PRS. Cool. So that, when I recorded it, like on StreamYard, you can record and then play back what you sound like. I saw your videos on Metalhead Hippie. Oh, thank you, Cranky Frankie. Appreciate it. Yeah, if anybody's new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. I am closely approaching 2,500 subscribers. So, and when I hit 2,500, I'm going to be doing I'll do a special show, and I'm going to be doing some giveaways and stuff like that. So, yeah. So if you're new, and if you want to help support the channel, I've got links below for all types of Guitar Hack merch, and there's a PayPal there, and all that will help me give away more prizes and stuff on the channel. Yeah, you subbed last week, cool. So yeah, so I'm everything you're hearing is basically my Marshall that's mic'd, and then it's going into my pedal board down here, and I've got a few effects on right now. I got a little bit of drive and delay and reverb, and my always on EP booster at the end of the chain. Hey, Randy Greer. And the other reason I was doing this too is I was playing around with the Marshall because we're doing our if you guys are been around the channel, you know that I'm in a bar band, and we haven't been able to gig in 16, I think it's 16 months now. And we're actually going to start we're supposed to do our first show on Sunday. So I'm a little nervous about it because I haven't done a show in, like I said, 16 months. And we've been rehearsing in that, and I just wanted to get the Marshall out, dial in tones. We're going through the place we're playing at. They got a full, nice big stage, lights. They have a full PA there already, so that amp is going to get mic'd. They just want to make sure that my sounds are going to be good and everything else. And I basically have it set up for this guitar. This is a guitar I plan on gigging with at least the first show, anyways. BB Mate, how's it going? Where am I from? I'm in Toronto, Canada. Yeah. I'm in Canada, Anthony. Yeah, so and I'm doing this on today. Usually I do these on Saturday nights, but I'm doing it today because I am gigging on Sunday, and I don't want to play too much the day before, because it's like 6 to 9 in afternoon, early evening thing. We're hoping it doesn't rain because the stage and everything is outdoors, so we're kind of keeping our fingers crossed, although it is calling for rain. A lot of new names. Brian Kitarin, Michael Labency, how are you? Or Lepensi, how you doing? Yeah, I'm a hoser. Can I bum some smokes later? Yeah, again, if you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Yeah, Soggy Hack. Yeah, it's and the stage is not, well, part of it's covered, but part of it's not. So I don't think Lepensi. I get it right the first time. Hey, Sean the bassist, how are you? Another Canadian's in here. Okay, cool. So anyway, cool. Yeah, so yeah, what PRS? Yeah, so hopefully the thing will not get canceled on Sunday, but yeah, so we're back to gigging again. We've got three shows in a row. So we've done it for years and years, and we stopped. So, but the bars know who we are, and we're getting the calls back. So we've got 3 in a row, and then we've got another 2 in September, and there's more coming. So I hopefully will be back to my regularly gigging schedule. Wear a white T-shirt and give the. I don't know. They're gonna be eaten. I don't want them to get sick. Rick Danner, how's it going? Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for popping in, man. But yeah, that's kind of the story. But what I'm real excited about is I can actually now stream playing through the amp as opposed to going DI because I think the guitar sounds 100 times better this way because this is what I hear in the room. So what you're hearing is what I hear in the room, and you know, which is a much better tone than what I get the other way. Giving the dog a bone. Some of my favorite AC/DC riffs. Really simple to play and fun. Room sound is good. Yeah, for those of you that recall watching me do these normally. You think it sounds better? Probably, right? Sounds better, right? Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Super good. Cool. So the drive pedal that I'm using, I talk about this a lot, but this is my $40 K-Line Pure Sky is my light drive. That's what I'm using right now. They've gone up in price now. They're like $80 now, but when I bought it, it was really cheap. It sounds better, eh, Paul? Yeah. Yeah, I think it sounds way better. I mean, you're hearing an amp, right? Like literally a mic amp. Oh, goofed that up. That's a hard riff to play, man. A little bit of ZZ Top. We lost Dusty Hill this week, which was really, really sad and totally unexpected. I mean, I love ZZ Top, man. That hit like like a tidal wave, man. We're losing a lot of really cool musicians these last few weeks, man. Yeah, I just got paid. I love that. I love that song. Yeah, great song. Yeah, very sad about Dusty, man. But they're going to continue. They're going to continue. They're going to keep touring. Yeah, we're all getting old. Yeah, 72 ain't that old, man. You know. But yeah, they're going to continue going, man. They may be playing a show tonight. Who knows? Because they're in the middle of the tour. They're going to keep using the guitar tech. Their guitar tech is their replacement for Dusty. I hope they do the classy thing like Rush and Zeppelin and call it, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know, Brian. I think it's better if Billy just goes and does solo stuff and doesn't call it ZZ, but that's just me. You've outlived your caveman years. Yeah. I get a sense Dusty would want them to keep going. He'd probably be pissed off if they quit. Yeah, but I don't know. Has the BFGs in another band. Oh, Billy does? ZZ Top will never die, no. So that's one drive. Here's my heavier drive. Whoops. Sorry about that. Kicking mics here. Um, better for Judas Priest. One of my favorite Priest tunes right there. If Kiss can 85 different members, ZZ Top can keep going. The Kiss thing is a different situation. They haven't been together, the original four, for 50 years. That's a different. But you said Kiss, so. Hellbent for Leather. Yeah, that was the first one. Anybody know the second song I did by ZZ by Judas Priest was? Oh wow, the chat is flying. Priest was kin to ZZ, yeah. A double standard, what do I know? Yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong, BB made, you know. I wasn't Grinder. They went doing? Hey, Bobby Lopes, how are you? Bobby, since you're in here, are you still interested in doing some drums on one of my tunes? Let me know because I might be recording something in the next week or two. And if you're interested, I'll send it to you. Four-minute commercial. Okay, I don't know what that means. Bobby. Okay, cool, Bobby. Yeah, the PRS is sounding sweet. I'm in the right now. I'm in the bridge position. Caroline Jones channel is the commercial. Oh, don't know who that is. The only thing that feels weird playing on this is oh, you subscribe. The only weird thing playing on this is oh my god, Zeppelin. Zeppelin doesn't feel right. I mean, I can play the Zeppelin riffs on this, but it doesn't feel right. It's like I gotta play them on that thing. On this thing, they just kind of feel funky. Yeah, folks. Yeah, Sean, sub the other folks in here. Got a lot of great players in here. A lot of cool channels to check out. Can you give me a short sample of the tune while you're live? No, because I just right now I'm at the stage, Bobby, where I'm just recording a bunch of ideas and I don't know what I'm gonna use. So, some tunes, and by the way, folks, if you're not familiar, I've got 12 original songs that are available on every streaming service. They're on Spotify, they're on Amazon Music, they're on iTunes. Just go to any streaming service, type in Guitar Hack. You'll see 12 songs come up. 9 of them are instrumentals, 3 of them have vocals on them. So check them out. But sometimes when I sit down and write one, it all comes at once. And then other times it's like I'll just record a bunch of ideas and then I'll just take pieces that I like and kind of try to tie them all together. So, yeah, so that's why I can't do it for you at the moment. For Mustang 24 scale yesterday. Think I want. You're into the Mustangs, are you? Those, yeah, Mustangs and Jags are two guitars that I don't have any gas for ever. Thank God, because it's two more I'd want to buy. I sold one this week actually. I'm back down to 11 guitars. I sold my Ernie Ball Axis Super Sport. I sold it this week. And I did pretty well on it, and but one had to go because this one came in. When one comes in, usually one has to go. So, feel a 27-inch too. So speaking of originals, I got one dialed up here. Thanks, Michael. It's a song that I did probably. Oh man, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I I just it's just a bunch of riffs, and it's sort of it highlight there's basically, if you listen and you know the bands and that I'm into, or the band inspired me. So like if you listen to it, I crossed the 10 guitar limit. Yeah, but I can't get rid of anything else, Bobby. I'm at a crossroads. But there's a Zeppelin in there. If you listen close, you'll hear a Zeppelin. You hear maybe something that sounds like the Cult. You'll hear maybe even some Judas Priest in there. Some System of a Down, which is another band that I love. So it's sort of like some AC/DC in there as well. So I kind of like took a little mishmash and kind of put them all together, and I came up with this tune. Because it's all my rock influences, I called it Slab of Rock. It's one of the 12 songs that's out there now. So let me do a quick play along with that in case you haven't heard it before, and hopefully I won't screw it up, because once I record these, I don't play them ever again. They're it's not like I play these ever afterwards. So, but I'm gonna so listen to it. Tell me if you guys can pick those out. So listen for a Zeppelin influence, Cult, AC/DC, and System of a Down, and then some Priest. It's all kind of mishmashed in this tune. So let me fire this up. Here it comes. There you go. A little bit of everything now. The last bit at the end, I don't know what the hell I did, and if I even try to play that again, I don't think I ever could. That was three different parts overdubbed. Okay. Hey, Zach. Welcome, BC Rich. How's it going? Nice to see you. Okay. Okay, just getting caught up here, folks. Randy Greer, nice to see you. Updated Zeppelin feel to a point. Okay, so you heard the Zeppelin in there. Cool. Sounds different than a Les Paul. Well, actually, I recorded that originally on a Les Paul, I believe. I think I used a Les Paul in that. Okay. It's two in tune. All right, good night, Sean. Thanks for popping in, man. Okay, Zep meets ACDC. Did I read that right? Cool. A PRS is about the only gap in my arsenal. That and a Gretsch, mainly because I can't get comfortable with either one of them. Thank you, Janice. Those little three note things do blur, though. Yeah. All right, Janice, gonna go play soon. Cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that one I believe that one was I think I did that on the Les Paul, and then the high bits I think I might have used a Telly on that. Edwin Crane, welcome. But it's cool. You guys heard all the different vibes on that, so that was very cool. Yeah, I've got one that's sort of like sounds like a Black Sabbath tune. I called it Black Holiday. Yeah, yeah. And the song that I did, there's one I did called Escape. That was all the access, and that was sort of that. That's the one with Godzilla tearing the city. The videos that go with these are really good, actually. The videos that Sandra Picorni did are excellent on these, so you should check them out. Guitar Hack, I picked up the new D'Addario XS acoustic strings. Cool. Yeah, I'm all D'Addario. That's all I. That's all I like. Cool, cool. Whatever I was gonna say, but yeah, you know what what you were saying about the PRS and the Gretsch. I've had a love hate with PRS for the longest time. The only PRS I ever played that I like was this model, and I've talked about this before, but I actually had one of these. My brother has one. My brother's a guitar player. You should check out his channel, Dense Skill Music. Like, he's a phenomenal player, not just because he's my brother, but he's really good. He's way better than I am. And anyways, he had a CE, and I really liked it, and it sounded great. I'm like, oh, here's a PRS that I actually enjoy, and I had one on order, and I had borrowed his for a week to make sure. And in the 11th hour, I mean, the guitar was already there. I looked at it and everything, and I said, sorry, I can't do it. And then fast forward 3 years later, and everybody in here knows what I'm talking about. With once you have that seed planted for a guitar, it might go away momentarily, but it never leaves your head. It's always there. It just might be in the back somewhere. And I was just looking at PRSs for a while again to see if I could find a CE again. And I found a store that had this one, and this is a used one, and because it's got a little ding right by the volume that you can't even see. Even if I hold it up to the camera, you can't see it. But that little ding saved me $400 on this guitar. So it's like, okay, this is the color I want. It's got that little ding, $400 off. It was kind of like, the universe was presenting me the CE that I should buy. So I went and I bought this one. So, but man, like, it's funny because the when I went back on that site again, because now I'm getting all their emails and stuff, they got the new model of this guitar, So this is a 2020. So they got the 2021s in the exact same model, right? No difference. But because they're 2021s, they're $100 more. Like, figure that one out. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're gonna give you the same thing with another year on it, so it's $100 more. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? We got somebody new popped. Oh, Jesse's Guitars. How's it going, man? Yeah, folks, feel free to sub each other and grow this thing. This my channel's always been about building community, and we got a great community in here. We got a lot of great players in here with great channels. So feel free to share, and jump on each other's channels and comment and all that stuff. And yeah. Another day in paradise. Yeah, my paradise starts up next week when I go back to work. Z Sounds took $400 off an 8-string bass with the finish blemish. It's noticeable, but there's no impact. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to change the playability. Yeah, exactly, right? And honestly, like, I really have to look hard to see the little ding. Like, I don't even remember where it is. That's how insignificant it is. But look at the top on this thing. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's gorgeous. And I blocked the trem, by the way. So I'm not using the trem at all. I actually blocked it because all my guitars have to be able to go from E flat to E. And I don't want to have to worry about, and it's got to stay in tune because, this is going to be a guitar for gigs. Like I was saying earlier, the 16-month hiatus of shows has gone away. We're playing this Sunday, and we're playing three weekends in a row, and then we get a break, and then we're on again for 2 on September, and then there's more coming. So, and this thing needs to stay in tune. Dan in New Jersey, almost missed me. Well, thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Lizzie. I don't know a lot of Lizzie. Hang on. Other than... I used to play that song too. I can't remember the chord. Yeah, I just know bits and pieces of that. That's the only Lizzie song I ever played. I've never played any other. Reason being is the bands I'm in, like they don't want to do any Lizzie. Lizzie Borden. I don't know any Lizzie Borden. It's like zero. Zero Lizzie Borden. That's all I know. Sorry, Ash. And Ash, you're a new name. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, consider liking and subscribing. And thanks everybody for supporting the channel. I'm slowly approaching 2,500. When I get to 2,500, I'll do a special show, and we'll do some giveaways and stuff. Which brings me to the next point. If you want to help support the channel, links are below. Anything you guys want to do, much appreciated. Mike is himself. Gibby sounds better. I'll be switching soon. Don't worry, because I'm feeling a lot of Zeppelin riffs coming on, and I can play Zeppelin on this, but it just doesn't sound right. It's just, I don't know. I can play, that's okay. I can do Rush on this because there was a period when Alex played PRS, so that's okay. Can't wait to hear the Friedman mic'd up in an up. Yeah, I could do that. Marshall sounding great tonight. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I'll do the Friedman at some point. Hey, Spencer, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing all right. I haven't seen you around in a while. Hope everything's good. But yeah. Tire Mother down. Good, busy gigging, and you're gigging, Spencer. That's awesome. That's great, man. Yeah, Spencer, I'm finally gigging too. This weekend it starts up, so looking forward to that. That doesn't sound right. Can't play Zeppelin on this. It's blasphemy. I love April Wine. I don't know any of their songs. I used to play Ooh What a Night about 100 years ago. But don't ask me to play it now. I mean, I've played and forgotten more songs than you can shake a stick at, man. With different bands. And I used to play April Wine in like the early 90s. That's how long ago that was. That was weird, eh, Michael? Listening to Zeppelin on this thing? Yeah, it's not quite right. That's what happens when we get older. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, I right now, like I've got to have, I mean, if anybody in here like Spencer would know he's out gigging or in Paul's gigs. You know, I got to have like right now for this weekend. I think I'm clocking around 45 songs that I have to be able to play. And 90% of them have solos in them, right? So that's a lot for me to remember. you know, stuff like some crazy solos, man. Like Jesse's Girl is a bitch. Like that's a bitch of a solo to remember, or stuff like that. Just to remember all those leads, here's another one. That's what was that one? That's I Want You to Want Me. Yeah, it's just a lot of solos I got to remember for different songs. Yeah, that's Just a lot of stuff I got to remember. I joined a band in May. I had to cram 40-something songs in 3 weeks' time. Oh my God. Luckily, I knew some of them before. That whole song is basically one lead. Yeah, well, I'm doing stuff like I'm doing stuff through that whole song, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Cheap Trick is, hey Quinn, how are you, man? Cheap Trick is fun to play. That's the only, no, wait a minute. No, we do 2 Cheap Trick songs. The other one we do doesn't have a lead, so that's one of the few that I don't have. Although I do the keyboard arpeggio part below, like when the guy's going, or whatever. No, wait a minute, it's going to, yeah. So I'm going like, what is it? Underneath that, I'm playing with the keyboard plays underneath that. That's one. So those are the only 2 Cheap Tricks we do. We do Surrender and we do I Want You to Want Me. I Want You to Want Me is a way better song for me to play. But yeah, it's got a shit ton going on. Rick Nielsen does not stop, and I'm doing the version off of Budokan, right? Because I think the studio version, he doesn't do half of what he does on the live version. He does a lot more fills in the live version. So I try to play it as close to what he's doing, but there's a lot underneath stuff going on. So making some test videos. Think I have a glitch in my matrix. Well, I better have that looked at. Yeah. All right, so anybody wanting to hear what this sounds like through the rig? Let me know. Yeah, Ash, you know, it's funny because in the 70s, a lot of records, because of the limitation, I think a lot of it is the limitations of the studio. They couldn't sound, like the guitars could never sound really big and heavy, you know, and a lot of those recordings are lifeless. Like, I'll name a few bands, like, Judas Priest. I mean, you listen to their, you know, like Sinner and stuff like that on the studio. It's like really lame. You know, guitars have no... But then you listen to it on Unleashed in the East, and it's killer, you know. You listen to the first 3 Kiss albums, and they're like, okay. Then you listen to Kiss Alive, and it's killer, you know. Judas Priest, Cheap Trick, same thing. You listen to, you know, Live at Budokan. All those versions are way better than the studio versions. I posted part of Hymn 43 by Jethro Tull. I don't think I've even heard that song. I'm not a Jethro Tull guy. I know very little to nothing about Jethro Tull. I mean, the only song I know is, I don't know how to play it, but I've heard it, is Aqualung. There's another band that I don't have any familiar with. Blue Oyster Cult, I don't know any Blue Oyster Cult. Michael B, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I got 25 people in here. Awesome. All right. Okay, sorry, I got lost in the... Anybody want to hear that thing through the rig? I lost track there for a minute. I have short-term memory. I have short-term memory short. Bad joke. Oh, Tony Iommi managed to get it right. Yes. Yeah, he's yes, I'll give you that. Now that you mention that. There's a deep cut. See if anybody knows that. That's off my favorite Sabbath record. see if anyone's got that. Fell in that Randy Greer for the win. Hey, Hippie, thanks for playing my video again today, buddy. Appreciate that. And Hippie, I got some old metal. I don't know if you're interested in that. But if you are, I'll email it to you if you want to include it in one of your future metal things. Hymn 43 is not disc. I don't know what the hell Hymn 43 is, man. Are you getting religious on us, Q, or is that a real song? I have no idea. Let's see. Let's put the accents. I don't know how to play that, and I don't want to know how to play that. That's about as lame kiss as you could possibly get. Feels weird playing Zeppelin on this. Michael Sin, how's it going? Nice to see you, man. All right. I don't see a big cry for the Les Paul, so I'll just keep playing this one. I screw this up all the time. I can't play that for beans. A guitar's in tune. I think so. Oh, actually, it's out. It's out of tune. Hey, PRSs go out of tune too. Well, this that's a problem when it constantly bounce between E flat and E. I'm doing okay, Michael. Starting a gig again, so very cool. Coil cuts. Did I miss that? You want me to do a little quick sound thing on this? So let me put it clean for a minute. So this is that's your bridge pickup. Here's your middle. And I use the middle a lot, actually. Yes, I play old shit like that. And this is the neck. But here's the reason why I bought the guitar. So here's the bridge, full humbucker, right? And split it. Here's the middle split. I just love that sound. And here's the neck split. Yeah, it's pretty, man. You know, it can do a lot. But see how much louder it gets when you put the humbucker? Here it is split. Here it is humbucker. That's not bad. Yeah, it's a great sonic guitar. The middle sounds good. Yeah, the middle sounds good even with humbuckers. Like, so that's your full humbucker middle. Yeah, that's why I bought it. Lyson always had a really good tone with his. Yes, he did. Yeah, the only time that I hated his tone is he was playing these custom-made guitars. I forget who the maker was, but it wasn't like it was a custom-made guitar. It wasn't a name brand like that we know. Back in like I'm gonna say, was it late '80s, early '90s, I think, and they were single coil and it just sounded so thin. Like the Show of Hands, if anybody's seen that, that's a live DVD. I think that was the Presto tour, and his guitar just sounded so thin. It was horrible. And then to add insult to injury, at that time, Neil was playing electronic drums. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You're killing it. It's horrible, you know. The Super Strats were okay. It's when he was playing the single coils. Yeah, the Super Strats, he played them a lot. You know, that was Moving Pictures and Signals time. He was playing those. But I think it was around Presto period that he started playing those guitars I'm talking about. I can't remember what the maker was, but they just sounded so thin. Now then he went to PRS, and he's always had a Gibson. He's always brought out the for this song. He always brought out the is it a 330? No, it's a 355, I think. The white one. I think it's got a Variac on it. Yeah, not a huge volume drop, But yeah, but I still, I find when I'm rehearsing and stuff that you know I tend to stick with the humbuckers on this. But for recording and stuff, like the next tune I will definitely be using this. Yeah. He called them the Hentor Sportscasters, but they were some custom made. Yeah, they were. I don't know who made them. Yeah, it was playing Gallien Krugers, so solid state. Even feels weird playing Kiss riffs on this, unless it's. That's a real deep cut. I doubt anybody in here knows that, unless you're a huge Kiss fan. Yeah. And if you are a huge Kiss fan, I just did my top 10 favorite Ace Frehley solos. That video went up about a week ago. So check that out if you are a Kiss fan. Watch that documentary. Come on, children. A while back. Hadn't seen it in years. Which documentary are we talking about, Randy? The old trainer rigs from the 80s. You know, funny enough, sounded very probably sounded like this. That's like my favorite Def Leppard song. Love Def Leppard. Oh, don't love Def Leppard. Like the early Def Leppard, High and Dry. And a couple moments on Pyromania, and then I'm out. Yeah. Gussie Wells, how's it going? Mitch Heyman, new names in here. PJ Colby, new names. Welcome, everybody. Papa Blue, how's it going? Nice to see you. We had 24 people in here. Very cool. Very cool. Like I said, I usually do these on Saturdays, but I'm supposed to be doing my first show on Sunday, so I don't want to play myself out Saturday night before a gig. So that's why I'm doing it tonight. And it's been a couple of weeks, and Wally in the Box. I haven't seen that name in a long time. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I won't be doing a lot of these impromptu playing hangout things because, like I said, I got 3 gigs in a row coming up, so I won't be, I was doing these because I wasn't gigging. Now I'm gigging again, so I'll do them, but They'll be a little less frequent or a little more infrequent. High and dry is my favorite. Yeah, me too, PJ. Yeah. Dan Beck, how's it going? Welcome everybody. Yeah, you haven't been around. Yeah. Well, hope everything's good, man. Wally in the box. Yeah. Yeah. So, and if anyone in here is new, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm slowly approaching 2,500. When I hit 2,500, I will do a special show with some giveaways and some cool stuff. So, and if you want to help support the channel, the links are below. Anything would be appreciated. You can get yourself a hat, get yourself a t-shirt. Join my guitar hack group. Always some cool content there. People are always adding stuff on there. Yeah. And for those of you that are just tuning in, what the new sound that you're hearing today, if you're just tuning in, I am no longer going DI into this. You're listening to, you can see it behind me here. You're listening to a mic'd Marshall DSL 40. So I've been experimenting with it, pulling it out of retirement because I am playing with that on Sunday. They have a full PA, so they're going to be just micing that thing. So I've just been making sure it works good, and I'm liking the tones out of it and all that good stuff. Make sure it plays nice with my pedals. I mean, it did before, but I mean, after 16 months of it just sitting there, I want to make sure everything's still cool. Dusty was like a metronome. Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah, it's some nice custom basses. Yeah, that was very surprising and sad, you know, that we lost Dusty Hill this week. Pete Willis. Yeah, Pete Willis was on High and Dry too, I believe. Was he not? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think oh shit, what's his name now? I'm blanking on his name. The newer guy. I don't think he came in until Pyromania, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sounds better. Have a cigar. I had one earlier, Dan, but thanks. Definitely I'll have one tomorrow. Guitar Hack t-shirt this coming month for my... Oh, cool. I don't know if it comes in 3XL. I don't know what the size that Teespring has. I don't know if they got a triple XL. Well, the t-shirt on the back, Michael, for those of you that have a Guitar Hack, if you don't have a Guitar Hack t-shirt, on the back it says, I'm a hack and I'm okay. So that's why I named the channel Guitar Hack. As you can hear from my playing, I am not exactly a master musician myself. Not even close. Pete was on the rhythm tracks of Pyromania. And Phil Collin, that's the guy. Came in for... Okay, so it was Pete and Steve Clark on... I can't believe I remember his name. On High and Dry. Oh, Vivian came later. Much later. There was an earthquake up in Metalhead Hippies neck of the woods? All right. Okay. So I'm going to ask, this is the last time. And I'm going to keep an eye on the chat this time. Anybody interested in hearing that thing through this Marshall? Okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. See if anyone says anything. In Alaska, they had it, eh? Wow. I didn't think they had earthquakes in Alaska. I guess they would because it's kind of lined up with California. I don't know. Glenn James says, yes! BC Rich wants Snots. Man, I haven't played Snots in forever. But I will grab this one because I'm pretty sure it's close to being in tune. So here we go. All right, let me make sure. that is in fact in tune before I get going. Would you believe a Gibson that stays in tune? Man, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. Hey, John Z351, how's it going? A little lighter drive for that, I think. Whoops. I don't know. Trying to light overdrive. I think the heavier ones sound a little better. Copyright, yeah. Hey, Jeff K, how's it going? No, it's not a new Marshall. It's a Marshall I've had forever. Yeah. I'm actually playing through it right now, mic'd. Vivian was in a short-lived band in the early 90s with Lou Gramm called the River Dog. Oh, I didn't know that, Michael. Yeah, your Epi Les Paul, Janice, for sure. Nothing like a Les Paul. You know, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I've been taking the PRS for rehearsals and stuff, and it sounds great, and it does everything I want it to do. It's a great tool, but it ain't cool. Because when I look down, I want to see this. I don't want to see that. You know, and it's a pretty one. I mean, it's a very pretty guitar, but it just doesn't have that cool factor. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, you're rocking out, it's sounding great, whatever, and you look down, and it's always like, it's not as cool, man. But you know, it's a tool, and it works well. Yeah, I don't remember the River Dogs at all either. He was in Sweet Savage. Yeah, I don't know any of these bands. Oh, which that's it. Well, you got no. This is nothing special, Jeff. I just have a Marshall DSL 40, but it's the newer one, so it's the CR. Yeah, PJ sold his PRS because it's not cool. I mean, it sounds great. And you heard it. It sounded great. It does whatever I need it to do, but it's not a Les Paul. It just ain't. But I tell you, if I'm doing like a 3 hour gig, that hurts my back a lot less than something like this would. Well, not that I would take this one out. This is like my RO. This is my pride and joy. But any of the other ones I have. Actually, this is a light one. Probably the lightest one I have. The other ones are a lot heavier. How's that go again? I forget it. My profile pic is my custom. Oh, you got a Ouija board, Les Paul. That's cool. All right, take care while in the box. Hopefully we'll see you around some more, man. CRs are cool. The great channel. Or whatever the cleaner one is. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Clean channel on the verge of breakup, and then I throw my pedals in front of it. All right, bought a Mint 2019 USA Strat HSS on Facebook Marketplace. Sick. Wow. And you sold the PRS for $1,000. That's a score, man. Good for you. Blue Murder. Underrated. John Sykes. There's a beast. How does that? I think that's the riff to Cold Sweat. That's the album, Last Thin Lizzy album, and that's the one Sykes plays on. That's killer. Can I play Still of the Night? No. Never try to learn it. Yeah, that's Cold Sweat. I think that's the riff. I know. I just heard it in my head and I just found it, but I don't know if that's where they're playing it. I'm not sure. Not sure if that's where they play it. And then there's all those all those little fills in between that I'm going to try to figure out here right now. All right, I've been on for 1 hour and 22. Anybody have any requests for riffs that I might know? Better yet, just name bands, don't name songs, because if you do a band. Oh, AC/DC? There's that. The one I did at the beginning. That's one of my favorite AC/DC riffs. That's giving the dog a bone. Thin Lizzy. Yeah, I mean, I just learned how to do the riff to Cold Sweat just like 5 minutes ago. And I barely know. I used to know how to play all of Jailbreak, but all I remember is. I forget the rest. I forget the chorus, but I know it's got a. I remember that, yeah. Malcolm is such an under. Yeah. Well, I think everybody knows how good he is now, BC Rich. I think everybody's pretty familiar with how good he is now. But yeah, he definitely lays it down, man. All right. Blue Murder live in Japan. Sykes sings and plays Still the Night. A piece butchers the intro, but Sykes kills that riff. Yeah, John Sykes is a beast. Yeah, he's a Les Paul player. Want to hear what Van Halen sounds like on this thing? All right, later, Edwin Crane. Take care. Yes, you can play. You just don't have a whammy bar. Oh, little guitars, yeah. No. Except for Eric Bell, I think that everyone in Thin Lizzy played a Les Paul. Yeah, you're right. And interesting, if you watch the old videos with when they had Rob O'Brien Robertson and they had Scott Gorham, they were playing deluxes. If you watch closely, they're not playing standards. They're both playing deluxes, which is kind of weird. Record your next live gig. You know what? If the Sunday show that we're doing is an outdoor show, it's a really nice big stage, full PA and lights and all that. I think one of the people that's going might record some of it. If I get some and it looks good and it sounds good, I might post that, PJ. All right, Bobby, good night, man. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It'll probably be a couple weeks. Because now that I started with the gigs, it's going to take longer to squeeze in recording time. But yeah, probably in the next couple weeks. Thanks, man. All right. All right. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'll try. All right. Yeah. Well, it won't be a rush, Bobby. That's for sure. Got to see Robbo Gibson Deluxe. Hated that back in the side black custom. Are you going to play? Are you going live with this up and Yeah, no, I won't be. No, I don't think I'll be. I think if you guys are referring to me streaming gigs, I don't think they'll be doing that anymore. But if I get some good footage and it sounds good, then I'll probably upload that. But streaming the gig, because again, doing it on the phone, the sound was always horrible and it's dark. and you can't hardly see, and yeah, not good. John the Dark Wizard, how are you, man? Your internet's back. Good. Welcome, man. So again, folks, if you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm approaching 2,500. When I get there, I'll be doing a special show and giving out prizes and stuff. And if you want to help with the channel, the links are below. Much appreciated. Get yourself a hat, t-shirt. There's a PayPal down there. Anything would be very much appreciated. Gary Davlin, haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Yeah, you mentioned that, Zach. You got the strings. Cool, man. Like number 20. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Where's my my one moderator bailed on me. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like. Thanks for mentioning that, Janice. Yeah, I don't even forgot to mention that myself. Oh, Gary had internet problems too. Wow. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like, folks. All right. Let's see if you guys, one more band I'll take as a request. See if you got any more bands that I actually know. I've been playing, so far I played some Queen, some Def Leppard, Kiss, Judas Priest, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Rush. Those bands I know riffs from. Yeah, that would be frustrating to lose your internet like that, off and on. LP sounds a lot more beefy than your PR. Oh yeah? I haven't changed a thing. I literally took the cord out of that one, popped the cord in this one. $23.99 more than bass strings. Yeah, the most expensive string. Well, I really like. Sure, Quen. I really like the D'Addario XT strings, and they're not cheap. In Canadian money, I think they're around about $17-18 a set. But they last forever and they sound great. Hey, Johnny Bean, welcome. Gotta take dinner off the grill. All right, take care. Have a good evening, Jeff K. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping this up soon too, so just looking for one more riff, folks. The overdrive I'm using now, Spencer, is the Lawrence Pentros 74. Hopefully, Zach. Appreciate it, man. Okay, play some Kiss. Oh, Gwen wants Kiss. PJ Kobe wants Rush. Yeah, it's the 74. That is my heavier drive. So I use the K-line for light drive. I use that for heavier drive. And then when I was doing Ain't Talking About Love a minute ago, what I do is I stack them. And then that gives me that extra heavy Eddie crunch. Okay. Well, Quentin's saying Kiss for me to shut up. So PJ Kobe. Trying to think what I've already done. Limelight. And I did a little bit of Fly By Night. I don't know the whole thing, but I know bits and pieces of Spirit of Radio. Hang on. Alright, wait on. Wait, see if I can find this chord. Ah, I forget the chord. There you go. What is that chord? I forget it. I used to know it. There it is. There it goes. That's it. Oh my god. Quit while I'm ahead. Crazy Train. I butchered it earlier. Try to remember that as I'm playing it. I stopped with the NYXLs, PJ. They're great, but the on solid steel frets, I'll use them, but I won't use them on other guitars. So I prefer the XTs for that reason. Plays easy top. Well, I did this one earlier, but let me see if I. This one is really hard to play too. Just got paid. What makes that hard is you have to keep hitting the low E. So you're like, so it's always, you always got to keep hitting the open E in between every note you play. That's what makes that one tricky for me. I use slinkies, but use like those blue steels, but they break easily. Blue steels used to be my favorite strings back in the day because they were cheap and they used to be good. They were like the better version of Dean Markley's. They don't sell them anymore. Not in Canada. I can't find them anywhere. But I mean, yeah, I used to put blue steels and stickers all over my case when I was gigging back in the very early 90s. But yeah, those are great strings. And Dean Markley's they last like a week or two, and then they just start sounding flat right away. Yeah, DSL sounds good, eh? That's just my main gigging amp. It's either this or right beside me here I got a 212 cab. When I'm playing a bigger place, which we are in a few weeks, like it's a really big bar, I'll probably take the 212 cab, and I'm probably going to take the Friedman head because the Friedman head's got to see some action too. The Friedman is a little bit funny though with the pedals. The Friedman amp does not like reverb, doesn't like any time-based effects in front. It just doesn't like it. You got to be really careful with that, right? It doesn't take pedals nearly as well because and the reason I say that is, and I know this, oh, you should put that in your effects loop. Well, if I'm playing a gig, I don't want a bunch of chords running back and forth. I want to plug in the front and go. So, but it that amp really, I think you absolutely have to use the effects loop for that stuff. Right now, like all my stuff, all my pedals, all my effects are going into the front of the Marshall, and they sound great. When they go into I have a Hughes and Kettner too. I have a what's it called, a Tube Meister. It's an older one, 36 watt. I plug straight into that, pedals right in the front, and it sounds great too. Yeah, that's the stage I'm playing on, Quentin. Fingers crossed it doesn't rain because if you notice, that's an open air thing, right? But you check out the PA they have, man. It's gonna be a great show if we're able to do it and the weather permits, right? But that's where we're playing. All right, a little bit of Take Me. I forgot how to play it. Oh, Cecil Music. You know that one. Here's another one for you, Cecil. A little bit of Mr. Speed. Same record. Same record. Yeah. I know too many Kiss riffs. All right, we're getting up to 2 hours, so thanks everybody for hanging out on this Friday night. Again, if you want to help to support the channel, links are below for hats and t-shirts and hoodies and all that stuff. There's also a PayPal down there. That would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm approaching 2,500. And yeah, so when I hit that milestone, we'll be doing some giveaways and things. There is another invitational jam. If you guys aren't aware, I do these with Don, better known as 2 and 3 chord jams. We do these invitational jams. We pass around a link. We get people to participate in. It's an invitational jam. It's not a competition. Play, knock yourself out. Just have fun with it. Post it. And, we usually get, between 5 and 10 people participating. So he just did one recently. I have to do it. So if you go to 2 and 3 chord jams channel, you'll see his most recent one. So it'll say invitational jam. Check it out. Give it a go. I'll be doing mine probably in the next few days. And what else is coming up on the channel? Next week, I'm going to be guesting on Sea of Tranquility with Pete Pardo. Going to be doing a show about our five favorite and our five least favorite guitar tones. And then the week after that, I'm going to be doing a top five ZZ Top records. And that topic was picked well before Dusty Hill. So, but I guess it's timely now, right? Anyways, so have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. It's a long weekend here in Canada, so for Canadian folks, happy long weekend. For U.S. folks, have a great weekend, and we will see you shortly. All right, take care. Cheers.